Hi everyone, welcome into the Dawning Soul. Thank you so much for joining me. Today is the last of the solstice readings, and I will also do a Cancer season reading because Cancer season starts today. So welcome into the light of the solstice. May it bless you. We have on the board, we have from the Sacred Web Tarot, the Seer of Earth, Harmony, the Seer of Water, Empathy, the Seer of Fire, Vision, and the Seer of Air, Truth. And we're going to explore these themes today and see what messages we get. I have really enjoyed the Solstice series. Thank you so much for joining me with it. We've had a lot of viewers watching, and I think that's phenomenal. Thank you so much for liking, for subscribing, for commenting. It really does mean a lot to me to have you join me. Thank you. I did put that one right upside down. I don't know if I should. All right, let's do this. All right, so we've got the Seven of Earth and Contemplation. The Two of Earth is attunement, which is basically, that choices back and forth, attunement. You're refining, you're contemplating the options, refining your decisions. This with balance. Contemplation, attunement, balance, appreciation, spark, the Magician. So this is the message I'm getting from these cards. You're contemplating this new beginning, this passionate idea, and you are in appreciation. And you now have manifestation down. You understand the Magician. So you're contemplating that spark. But you need to move from the contemplation and just step fully into appreciation with the fire, with your Magician, with your magic. The Magician holds all the elements: air, water, earth, fire. And like the table, we have earth and water elements over here to represent the feminine, and the fire and air over here to represent the masculine. And the magician knows how to wield that magic, to manifest, to bring about that spark of passion, that spark of creativity. And you've been in this energy, and now you're moving into that. I'm ready. I know what it is I want to do. This bird is soaring to the heavens. And that spark, that magic is following. Repetition. This is indicating cyclical cycles. This has moon cycles on it. This has the spiral. This has energy of karmic cycles. Let's see. And I think this is a breaking point. This because of the balance, the integration, the spirals here, the circular motion here. You've broken this repetition. Even though we're constantly in cycles, you've found the balance. This balance point is pivotal to the energy on the table. And you're in appreciation, balance and appreciation for what you've discovered about yourself out of these repetition, out of this cycle, out of these karmic lessons. And you are finding your fire, your spark. Breaking cycles. The earth energy is very feminine, and the fire is masculine, and the magician is the balance of all, and so is this card. We've got masculine energy, growth, and this is a period of growth when you can sit in contemplation. And this transformation, this card also came out yesterday. Masculine energy and transformation have been on the table already for these readings. Transformation, all is good. You are breaking the cycle, and you are stepping into your power. You have transformed, you have grown. The growth has occurred, and that's what happens when we go within and we contemplate our own needs, contemplate our own ideas, love, sorrow, joy, pain, creativity, lack. When we can critically look at ourselves and love ourselves despite how we may feel over our choices. That's finding that balance, these understanding this back and forth that you've done over this angst, this contemplation. You're finished with it. You've done the growth. You've transformed. You've found balance and appreciation for who you are and the lessons you've learned. And that spark, you're ready. You're ready, and all is good. And you're ready to manifest, stepping into the sun, this masculine energy of creativity and passion. And it doesn't come overnight. This doesn't happen overnight. This happens in cycles, in many moons of understanding yourself, of seeking the love you have inside of you to bloom, to blossom, the creativity, to accept your own failures, to accept your own excitement, to accept the aspects of yourself that you've ignored or pushed away or hidden. Those things don't hide forever. They erupt. Absolutely. They come out at the most inopportune moments in your life and make themselves known. Emotions, your emotional body are your inner source of wisdom. Your body will tell you how it feels. Your emotions tell you how you feel. And your childhood, your inner child, is one of the most important things that you can step back into and love and understand and validate. Because those feelings, they don't go away. They will erupt if you ignore them. And you have taken those steps. You have been in contemplation. Understanding that everything that happens to us creates who we are. And still loving ourselves despite of what we find. Resistance. The resistance of our healing is something that we all need to pay attention to. Because if we allow the slippage, I used this analogy before, I really enjoy the way it feels when you think about that. Here's your emotions, and they're locked and they're bottled up and they're festering, dying to get out, dying for validation, dying for you to pay attention to you, needing that attention, that energy, that love, that care, that empathy, the compassion, understanding for the self. That's the seer of water. That is empathy, understanding that your emotional body is there to support you. And if you deny it, it erupts. It erupts violently. And you have to let go of the resistance and let the slippage happen and allow your emotions, feel into them. And that's part of the journey, part of the learning, part of understanding who we are, and being able to move forward out of that with that childlike glee, with innocence, with love, with purity of heart, with balance, with empathy, with appreciation. Grounding into yourself, seeing your truth, allowing your truth to pour over you, swimming in your own love, swimming in your own truth, swimming in your own passion, abundance, and gratitude for yourself. That's how it starts. That's this contemplation. That's finding balance. That ends that repetition of karmic lessons. We're always going to learn new lessons, different ones. And sometimes the universe will even spin it back around and throw that lesson back at you and go, have you learned that? Did you really learn that lesson? Have you changed? Have you moved forward? Deep emotions, sacred purpose, eternal flame. Building your world, creation, expansion. Building your world. Building your world as the magician, finding your power, finding your passion, grounding through harmony with your emotions, with your vision, with your truth. Sacred purpose. That is our sacred purpose, to find that eternal flame, that spark within ourselves, that balance. Emotions, deep emotions. This also refers to unknown feelings, past life influences, and we carry that register with us. Our soul, each time it incarnates, those past life influences are still there in our DNA, in our spirit, in our hidden knowledge, in those emotions, and they also need to be released. They also need to be discovered and allowed and listened to and appreciated and loved and released. That is that sacred purpose. This transformation that you are currently going through, this growth period, this transformation, the spiral card can, with the balance, all is good. All is there in divine timing. All is there for your awareness, for your alignment, all bringing you back to center. Heart-centered alignment. So that you can step forward into the light and see that you are the light. To see that you are, that light comes from within you. We all have the dark and the light inside of us. That is the masculine, feminine. That is the yin and the yang. That is as above, so below. Order, embraced by the light, mission uncovered, don't give up. Sword of light, you are protected, divine protection, breakthrough energy. I do love these cards. This is beautiful energy for you. And you have broken out of this cycle. And you are seeing that with the sword of truth, the sword of light. Divine protection, in harmony, building your world, embracing yourself, finding your purpose, your mission, not giving up, stepping forward. All is well, all is good. These karmic lessons happen for you. That's part of your journey. That is part of your mission here. Your sacred purpose is to find that eternal flame that's inside of you. That light of the divine. Your intuition, your discernment, your self-awareness. Mastering your own purpose. Allowing your feelings, not allowing them to run you. Recognizing that fear exists, but joy and love release fear. Knowing that boundaries are important, that energy is sacred, that your love is a sacred thing. That is a magical thing. Childlike, divine, glorious love, childlike passion, glee, all those things are there for you inside your heart. smoky mirror. And when you look in that mirror principle, when you, the sacrifice, the mirror principle, when you're going through these changes and you look into your soul, you're mirroring what you see in your world, you mirror from your soul. If you feel it, you will feel it. You will see it. I'm going to read this because I feel like I'm stumbling over my words today. But, so sorry everyone. The smoky mirror represents the aspects of what is implied yet cannot be immediately known. The mystery of how things come together and how they fall apart with obvious casualty. This symbol also represents the shadow of the human psyche, the parts of the self that one disowns. The smoky mirror can also represent a state of denial or the inability or refusal to see the truth. This symbol appears you're invited to see beyond your own self. Acknowledge that the past limits of your current ability to perceive. There is a vast interconnected world where events are orchestrated in divine order, but challenging to fully grasp. Now is the time to trust that no matter what the current conditions of your world reflect, in the hidden realms, all aspects of the human journey are celebrated, the beauty and the darkness, the misery and the courage. No matter where you are on your journey, know that some things are meant to be a mystery, which you are meant to understand only through experience. Take heart, for the smoky mirror will ultimately show you the beauty and wonder once the fog lifts and the distortion that you see now leaves. That is part of learning. That is part of the path of walking by faith, of trusting the light, of God, of the divine. Faith, it requires faith. It requires faith that it's all good. The magic you perceive inside your soul, your childlike tenderness, your love, your joy, your sadness, your grief, all of the terror, fear, pain, envy, jealousy, beauty, truth, all the feelings that you have are inside you. And if you don't let go of the resistance of feeling them, if you don't take that contemplation moment and see yourself, love yourself, experience yourself, and love yourself through it, forgive, have compassion, have empathy, recognizing the truth, saying, yes, I see your pain there, and I know how much it hurt, and I still love you. You say those things to yourself because your soul knows no difference of someone else saying them to you or you saying them to yourself. It only hears your words. It only hears your feelings. It only experiences what you allow it to experience. And the fog, once the fog goes away and you see the magic that is within inside you, you can build your world from that. The divine light that is within you, that breakthrough energy, compassion, appreciation, gratitude, the emotional body of you. What you feel on the inside, you reflect on the outside. It reflects back to you. So what you see in the world, what you see in others, reflects back to you what you see in your soul. And the more you can break through that smoky mirror and trust by faith the beauty that is in this world, that exists inside of you, waiting for you to see it. That's the beauty. That's the sacrifice. Sacrificing, letting go of the pain. Sacrifice it. Let it go. You don't need what no longer serves you. The harmony that you need to have in your soul, the vision that you need in your soul, don't sacrifice harmony, vision, truth, and empathy for a karmic cycle of pain, because you can't let it go. This transformation, this period of growth is for you. And this spark, this fire, this magician energy, this divine light, protection, this breakthrough energy, don't give up. Embrace it. Because it's all good. This journey is for you. Thank you so much for listening. I'm Melanie Dawn with A Dawning Soul, and I'll see you next time. If this resonated with you, I invite you to carry it forward, subscribe, share, or simply breathe it in.